right? PostgreSQL is open source database management software. When I say open source, its source code is available online. Anyone can download the software, modify, and can resell. Unlike Oracle and SQL Server, Oracle is from Oracle Corporation and SQL Server is from Microsoft. It's a enterprise product. That means you don't get the source code of the product. It will be with the owner only. Whereas PostgreSQL is open source. For example, the open source PostgreSQL product, you call it as a community version. Let us assume the open source PostgreSQL has come up with 3 features. Anyone can download the software, can modify, and can resell. Leveraging this advantage, let us assume there is a company called EDB. They have downloaded this database software from the community. They have modified it. They are now selling it under the name of PPAS. PPAS means Postgres plus Advanced Server. There is a company called Amazon. They have downloaded it. They have modified it. They are now selling it under the name of Aurora. Amazon also has community version of PostgreSQL. They call it as RDS. So PostgreSQL database software using which you create your relational database is open source in nature, which means anyone can download, modify, and can resell. Taking the advantage of that, there is a company called EDB, which is the leading on-premise kind of solutions provider. Have downloaded it, modified it. Now they are selling it under the name of PPAS. There is a company called Amazon. They have downloaded it, modified it. They are selling it under the name of Aurora. Not only these two, you have many more companies who have downloaded, modified, and selling it under their own brand. For example, Greenplum, Apache, Yugabyte, Percona, all those companies. We call them as a derived products. Is this clear?
Yes, Kumar.
Right. Why we should learn PostgreSQL? PostgreSQL has a broad ecosystem, right? You are not sticking to one particular product, just like your SQL Server or Oracle. You have n number of derived products. You can choose whatever the product you want that suits your business. Assume that this is the extra feature from EDB, right? Assume that this is the extra feature from EDB and this is the extra feature from Amazon. Obviously, they will not conflict because they assume that they are their unique selling points. EDB claims that we are Oracle optimized PostgreSQL, which means if you are migrating from Oracle, they say that you don't have any migration headache. Our database is Oracle optimized, which means whatever the Oracle functions procedures that are there, whatever the functions or procedures that are there in Oracle, they'll work as it is in Postgres. They claim it like that. Your migration overhead is reduced. And Amazon claims that you wanted to move to Amazon Cloud, or Aurora is cloud optimized. Is this clear? And Greenplum claims that we are distributed databases. You want sharding, you take our Greenplum. They claim that. So each and every derived product has their own unique selling point. So if that unique selling point matches your requirement, you go with that product. You will not stick to community version, or you will not stick to Aurora. You will not stick to EDB. So have a wide variety of options to choose from, and everything is free. Is this clear?
Kumar,
Yeah, so free means it's an enterprise edition, right?
And see, each and every product is basically free,
Okay.
but these companies, what they do is they charge for the support.
Okay.
Right? You download the community version of PostgreSQL from internet, from .org. You start using it for production, right?
Okay.
If you get any problem, you don't have anyone to help you. If you use this
Community version, yeah.
and you land up in a problem, there is nobody there to help you. Whereas if you use this product, the product is free. If you get any problem, you can ask EDB guys to solve it. For that, they'll charge you.
Okay.
Same with the case of the other derived products. Whatever the derived product you choose, basically the product is free. Whereas for the support and for the maintenance, they'll charge. Right?
Yeah.
To avoid all these charges, what generally people do is they take the product even from the cloud vendor and they'll give it to third-party companies. We'll understand more about the third-party companies later. But yeah. Right. So when it comes to the community version, when it comes to on-premise, community version is leading, followed by EDB. So out of 100 on-premise deployments, let us assume, still the community version is leading, and there is a good footprint of EDB. When it comes to cloud, Amazon RDS is leading, followed by Aurora, followed by rest of the cloud vendors, Microsoft's Azure or Google product or whatever the other cloud platforms available. Assume that you wanted this feature from EDB and you don't want to go with EDB. Is this clear? You felt like this is the nice feature to have in your database. At the same time, you don't want to go with EDB. What you can do is you can get the feature, attach it to your community version. Is this clear? You call this as extension.
So we can buy the only extensions only instead of complete.
Yeah, see, when you download the community version, you will get these 3 features by default.
Yes.
And this feature is missing. It is with EDB. You want that. At the same time, you don't want to go with EDB. You don't want to change the product. You still want to stick to community version only. What you can do is get it and attach it to your community version. Is this clear? Everyone?
Yeah. So we need to to get it means we need to buy with EDB, or we can just
Perfect. So get it though EDB guys will not give you. Is this clear?
Right. Yeah, they won't sell it.
They won't sell or they won't give you. Now that is where third-party companies will come into picture. What these third-party companies does is they'll take this feature, they create their own extension, and they start selling you. Right? For example, Enterprise Failover Manager, it is an EDP product. What it does automatic fixovers and failovers, which is not available in community version of PostgreSQL. Now you want this automatic fixovers and failovers. They won't give you. There is a company called Percona. They have come up with a product called Patroni. Now you get this Patroni from the Percona, attach it to your community version. So whatever the feature you want, you look out for the third-party companies that are providing these features and then attach it the best that suits you. Because there are n number of companies create a similar feature or a same feature. For example, for high availability, you have these many tools available. You can't attach all these tools. You can attach only one. Is this clear?
Yeah, Kumar. So we can pick any one feature from any of the third-party vendor
Correct.
instead of the company.
You start using community version,
Okay.
then pick any one of these third-party tools, attach it to your community version so that your community version is now enabled with high availability.
So is this can be done during the installation or later on also you can do it?
Later on also. Anytime you can do that. So
I mean, it's a kind of patch or something else, right? I mean, you apply it.
correct. So let us say you started using community version, you ended up with some outage in the primary, you call your database administrator. He will do manual switchover or a manual failover. Let us assume he did a manual failover. For that, it took 15 minutes. If you think that 15 minutes downtime is okay, you don't attach anything. Over the period of time, if you think that this 15 minutes downtime is causing some business interruption, what do? You start exploring the options for having automatic failovers and switchovers. That is when you start exploring EFM, you start exploring rep manager, you start exploring Patroni and all that stuff. When it comes to HA, Patroni is leading actually.
So by the way, who does this R&D for this open source?
Sorry, Suman, I didn't get you.
Who does the R&D for this?
No, there is echo.
Sorry?
Yeah. Same with the case of backup and recovery. You do have a default backup tool available, which will take the backup of your PostgreSQL database. But at the same time, you have third-party tools available, which does some extra activities, some extra features. If you think that the default tool is not serving your purpose, then you can rely on any of these tools for taking the backup. Most of the times, your default tool is enough to take your your database backup. Right? When it comes to third-party tool, there is a tool called PG Backrest that is leading. Same with the case of GUI, you have n number of tools available. For monitoring, you have so many tools. For load balancing, there are a few third-party extensions that will help you with the performance optimization. You have so many tools available. Is this clear?
So the highlighted one you're going to cover or what? I mean,
Correct. The highlighted one I'm going to cover. Why only the highlighted one? Because as I said, it is not feasible to cover each and every third-party tool. Right? So the one that I picked is the one that is being used the most. So for high availability, I chose Patroni. For backup and recovery, I chose PG Backrest because these are being used the most. For monitoring, I chose Grafana. For GUI, I chose PG Admin. Why not OmniDB? Why not the other tools? As I said, these are being used the most. Is this clear?
Sir, whether Jebex also covered as a monitoring purpose?
Sorry?
Jebex.
No, that's what I said, right? So all these tools from each of these categories serve the same purpose. If you know how to configure Grafana, you already know how to configure Jebex. If you know how to configure, let's say, EFM, you already know how to configure Patroni and vice versa. Right? You just need the SOP for the implementation. You got it right? So I will not spend time in the classroom live covering all these things, but yeah, any SOP would solve your problem if you know how to set up something with one tool. Let's say you know how to set up HA with Patroni, then just an SOP away how to set up EFM. Yeah, Oracle to PostgreSQL migration is part of our discussion. Yes.
Kumar, by default, when we install the community version, will this backup recovery tool PG backrest will be installed by default?
No, you'll get a default tool. The tool name is PG base backup. So using that tool, you can take your database backup. But as I said, yeah, when you need to go to third-party tool, you compare them. Let's say PG base backup is doing 3 things. PG backrest is doing 4 things. This 4th thing is not for you. You don't need to go with PG backrest. Just like there is some X company that is going, or your friend is going with PG backrest, you should also go. No. Only if that particular tool helps you ease your database administration job, then you can go.
Hi, Kumar. I have a question on PG backrest. Do you mind if I ask you?
If it is a technical, we'll leave it out to offline. But yeah, general tool related option you can ask. Yeah, ask. We'll see.
Yeah, general, not technical. Like looks like PG backrest. There is no more development happening. Is what I think as I read.
No, he got funding.
Sorry?
He got funding. He's continuing.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think PG backrest was the tool developed by the company called Cybertech, if I remember it correctly, and then Cybertech was acquired by Snowflake. After that, Snowflake said, I won't fund PG backrest implementation. Then Supabase has acquired this PG backrest. So it is continuing.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. I'll talk about this Supabase, Cybertech, and all those things if time permits today. Yeah. But it is happening now. It's continuing.
Well, I have a question. So we are going for certification. So who's going to provide?
By the end of this course, you can write associate level certification, right? Almost 80 to 90% of professional level stuff is also covered, but yeah, associate is straightforward. Yes, professional, you might need some additional learning.
So you will be covering Amazon, Aurora, even RDS also will you cover?
Yes. No, not RDS, Aurora.
Only Aurora. Okay.
Both are same, man. I'll do it in Aurora, you do it in RDS.
Okay. What is EDB What is
They named the product as PPAS. PPAS is nothing but Postgres plus advanced server.
So this will be on premises, right? Or this is a cloud?
Correct. Yeah, it's on premises.
Okay.
Kumar, so in Postgres, we can able to also create the jobs and schedule the jobs automatically. Will that be allowed rather than from that Windows server, rather than from Linux or Windows server?
It is allowed, yes.
Okay.
Right. The question on this bold content, whatever the thing that is in bold, we are going to cover it. I will talk more about these things, why I chose and all that stuff later, probably in the next session. Right. About me. I'll show you a couple of websites. The first one is The course content is here. Any of you have gone through this? Yes, no, maybe. Right.
Just checked in my mobile. Yeah, I saw those contents.
And this is what we are going to build in the next 40 days. If it is when it comes to on-premise environment, it is pretty much straightforward. When it comes to cloud, we are going to have EC2, which we'll use it as a bastion server, and then we'll put our database in the Aurora, and then we'll put our application in the EC2. So we use EC2 both for connecting to Aurora and to have our application running. Right? If you have attended my Friday's session, you would have known what the application I was talking about. Right? We are going to have a real-time application that is running always, and then you need to work on that application. It is not a training, it is kind of a demo production environment. I'll create all the problems. I will be the application owner, and you are going to be the database administrator for that product. I'll keep on creating problems in that environment, and you have to log into the Aurora instance and then look out for the problem, identify it, solve it, and let me know that the problem is solved. So that is how it will be. Any question here?
No. So the application will be hosted in AWS only, right? Or in
Correct. No, in EC2. Application is hosted in EC2. I will take care of the application. You have to take care of the database.
Okay, so backups, restore, and deployments kind of.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. I will create the problem. You have to solve it.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So you're saying no Saturday video, no, there's a YouTube video 2 days back. It was uploaded.
Perfect. Yeah. There was a if you have seen that video, that I did it on Friday. That session I did it on Friday.
Yeah, it says a banking job and also banking application.
Correct. So if you are new, let me try to open that particular section. Give me a second. Here it has gone. Okay. This I have conducted this on Friday, I think. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, we can see screen.
Yeah, after this the session is over, you can go through this as well. Yeah, this is what, as I said, basically this track 1 is for someone who is getting started or someone with not with not much exposure into the middleware, right? We are going to literally start with the version 1 of the application that I'll host it in EC2. Then we'll add certain functionalities over the period of time. I'll add V2, V3, and V4 versions of the same application. and transitioning from V1 to V2 will happen in real time, which means you are going to make database level changes. I'm going to make application level changes, and we both together will see application change happened in the front end. Right? You will feel the real pressure of deployment, real pressure of failover, real pressure of application slowness. Right? The technology stack that we are going to use is this, and these are the couple of screenshots. I don't know whether I have demonstrated that. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so this is your application, which is running on Elastic IP. So even if I stop, nothing will happen. It will continue to run. I might not run it 24/7. We'll see the dedicated time so that everyone can use it. So what I'm doing is I'm logging into my application, and this is your application, which is currently on version 1. Where is this? This one, which is currently on version 1. And then, yeah, I'm going to send some money. 5,000 transferred. Yeah, I'm going to send again. It's around 140 rupees. So now it became a round figure. Here, what I wanted to do is I wanted to see the transactions. Right, I sent money to my friend, let us say user 2, but where is that transaction status? In the dashboard, I don't see anything. I have only send money, I have only beneficiaries, and then I have a logout. In the dashboard, I have only send money and beneficiaries. Yep, nothing is there. What I wanted to do is I wanted to see the transactions, past transactions that I have done. Am I audible? Hello?
Yeah, Kumar, we can.
Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally do deployment. Switch from what do you call version 1 of my app to version 2. Obviously, I need database level changes. I need to create a table where to store my transactions, right? Right. So that stuff, you are going to do that in my Aurora table, Aurora database. What I'm currently doing is there is a deployment happening. Deployment completed successfully, and then come here, refresh. You see transaction history option. Open that, you will see that 140 and 5,000. While we do it in the classroom, we generally, as I said, yeah, you will see the real pain of deployment, how the middleware and the teams within the database DBA team communicate each other. So this is my application, which is running on EC2, and this is my RDS instance, not RDS, Aurora instance. Currently, it has only primary. It doesn't have any standby. For example, the writer instance is gone, your application is gone. What I need to do, anyone? If writer instance is gone, my application is gone, what I need to do?
Yeah. Switch over to the other one.
I don't have the standby now.
The restore DB restore again, create from snapshot.
I need to create a standby.
Yeah.
right? You see here, the failover option is not available. Failover is disabled. Why it is disabled? Because I don't have a standby.
So it's running only single instance.
Correct. That's my
failover option.
Correct. That's my primary, and my primary is gone. I can't do anything. So what we are going to do, we'll create a standby for this, and one fine day we'll do switchover activity.
Yeah. So what is a Patroni cluster? That's a different thing. Is it the same one? Patroni cluster.
Patroni is basically for on-premise environment. Under the hood, this will not use Patroni. They have their own environment. Yeah.
In Aurora, this standbys are created like having same disk, underlying same disk, and replica is created instantly is because of that, or how is it?
See, any cloud platform, they use something called snapshots, disk snapshots. Not like our on-premise environment where PG-based backup will happen and all that stuff. PostgreSQL, what you can do is you can copy your disk as it is, and then you can start it. Aurora standby creation is, as you said, it is just like instance creation, not hard disk.
It's been copied and becoming standby. All those configuration is done on the run.
Correct. See, that is what any of these cloud platforms, the copy is like, 1 second, give me a second. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That is what it's a disk snapshots.
Sure.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Manu, I do have a few. So while we are installing the community version, is that will be the enterprise edition or some other editions will be also available?
I didn't get you.
No, while installing the community version, okay, the Postgres, will that be an enterprise for the on-prem server, or it might be we have other editions also?
No, it is on-premise community version only, not enterprise version. We will start with community version, and then we'll try to install EDB and then Percona distribution for PostgreSQL. Both will try.
Okay.
Right, but the course will happen in the community version only.
Okay. So in the community version, so how frequently we should be, upgrading to the next edition? Is there something criteria that Postgres has set? So 1 year or after we have to migrate?
No, they'll release a new version yearly once in September.
Okay.
Right, every September they'll release a new version. Obviously, and every 3 months once they'll release a minor version. So let us say if 19.1, 19.0 gets released in September, 19.1 in October, November, December, Jan, Feb, something like that. And then 19.2 in Jan, Feb, March, April, something like that. March or April, something like this. Now, it's a general practice that we will straight away not come to 19.0 as soon as it is released. People generally wait for a couple of minor versions, then they'll plan it. When 19.2 is released, then people start thinking about moving to the next major version. minor version to minor version, they'll straight away do it. Let's say 19.2, you're already running on 19.2 in April, May, June, July. In July, they'll release 19.3 and people will directly go to 19.3 in July. But when they are moving to major version shift, that is where people will wait for at least 6 months.
Okay. That is what I just want to check.
Yeah.
Because I read in the Postgres blog like every 4 years, for example, if
No,
19
every 5 years.
5
Every
years.
5 years. Yeah, exactly. Every 5 years, they'll start releasing support to the previous version. Let us say currently it is 14.1. Let's say no, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right? Once 19 is released, they'll release 14. Once 20 is released, they'll release 15. Something like that.
Okay.
Release means you have a problem in version 14, they'll not solve it. They'll not solve your problem. Cloud people, they'll continue to have the older version. Only it is on premise.
I mean, what are the quarterly patches? The community version maintains, or it would be different for or the what is the EDB and Amazon?
No, community maintenance. Community maintenance.
Okay.
So you'll get patches from the community only. Sorry.
Where do we see all these version control?
Again, I can't hear you.
Where do we see all this version control information?
No, not understanding.
So you're talking about this version control, right? 16, 17, 18. So where do we see all this information?
PostgreSQL.org. I'll go to download, source. Currently it is 18.4 in let's say July, not July, March, April, May, June, yeah, July only. Then in September, 18.5 will come, 17.11 will come, 16.15 will come, 15.19 will come, 14.24 will come. One step ahead for all the latest 5 versions. Once 19 is released, 14 will retire. 14.24 is the last one, something like that. Any other questions from anyone?
Sorry, I couldn't cover your last slide, the pricing and the duration and all these things.
Okay, it will be what I'm expecting is 40 sessions, 2 calendar months, but I wanted to finish it in 6 to 7 weeks. A couple of weekends I wanted to take some extended sessions, so that we'll finish it in maybe 6 to 7 weeks. But you can assume that it will happen till it will go till 2 months, Monday to Friday evening. What I'm thinking is 8 to 9 p.m.
Is there any mornings timings there? I mean, upcoming session?
Same time, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Morning, right?
Yeah.
So when is going to start?
3 weeks.
Next 3 weeks, right?
In next 3 weeks.
Okay, 7 to 8, 1 hour every day you were saying, right?
Right.
Okay, so the AWS thing, right? You are creating all these things. So I don't think it will cover the free tier, right? I mean, free the whatever the.
No, you are not going to do all these things. See, there are 2 ways. One, you will straight away, since you are a database administrator, you need to create your AWS account, right? And then you start practicing creating Aurora instance or RDS instance, or practicing switchovers, failovers, and all that stuff, right? That is one way, one track. The other one is you continue to solve my problems. That is optional. It is up to you. This is, as I said, if you are there from the beginning, this is for someone who is getting started, not for someone who already already have some experience. Let us say I'll do this, right? I'll send a Discord mail, Discord message that my application is down. Right? What you need to do, you need to jump into your PSQL client, try to log into your Aurora instance. It will not work. You log into my console and then see what is happening with my PayLite Aurora instance. Is this clear?
You mean to say we don't have to do any lab on its own?
No, you have to do your lab on its own. Besides that,
okay,
you continue to support my application.
Okay.
Besides that, you continue to support my application. It is optional. If you are getting started, this will help you with the real-time scenarios, not with for the namesake. You literally do real-time failovers. You literally do real-time switchovers. You literally face real-time problems. So that is optional. It is up to you. I'll just post a message that my PayLite Aurora has CPU problem. It is up to you. You jump into my Aurora instance, go to CloudWatch, see what is the problem, try to solve it. It is up to you. No, I don't want to do all these things. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I mean, the launching the Amazon IDS and all, it doesn't. The free account is enough. You were saying?
No, for my application, I bear the amount, right? For you, you have to bear your what do you call? See, it'll go like this. You wanted to practice entire Aurora, at least for the database point of view. You might end up with around 1,000 rupees, 1,000 to 1,500 INR.
Okay.
Right.
That's fine. No
Yeah.
issues.
This is the extra amount for your accounts. No, I will not practice that. On-premise environment is enough for me. I will just solve your instance problems. You can do that. What you have access is you have read-only access for my Aurora instance. You cannot drop my instance. You cannot do any modifications. You will have IAM read-only user access to my CloudWatch, to my what do you call Aurora instance. No, I want to create my Aurora. I want to create my failover, my switchover. That is where you can do all those things in your account.
Okay, I got it. So even for the on-premises, right? If I don't want to install on my laptop, I'll go with the EC2. It's okay, right?
Correct. Yeah. Again, it costs, right?
Yeah. That is fine. I mean, it cost. I mean, it's that is okay.
And then, yeah, so the live sessions, it is 40 plus live sessions. This 20 plus production incident problems, I will put all the problems in my virtual machine. And towards the end of the session, I'll give that virtual machine to you. You have to solve all the problems. Again, this is optional, not mandatory. It is up to you, right? A kind of an exercise where you need to identify the bottlenecks by reading the logs, by going through metadata tables and all that stuff, identify those problems. I'll tell that there is a problem. Let's say my table has lots of fragmentation. There is a problem. What you need to do, get the metadata, run it in your VM, confirm that there is a problem and solve it by defragmenting the table, and then again run the metadata, share it with me, something like that. So I will put all those problems in the virtual machine and I'll share the snapshot of the virtual machine. And this is again, these two are optional for someone who is getting started. Carefully curated questions from various interviews. We'll have about 4 to 5 sessions on this.
Yeah, okay, Kumar. Well, I just have a question from my side. Okay. Since I'm from SQL background, so we have the external events to capture the queries which are having the problematic like a CPU consumption or no memory utilization, so such things. So is there a way in PostgreSQL that we can able to capture queries not for only no live queries which is having an issue?
PG stat statements, that's a third-party extension. PG Badger, that's again a third-party extension. These two will help you.
Anything that helps with the community version itself? So.
No, these two are community version only. You have to attach these two things to your community version.
Okay. So for that, it won't have any kind of cost to be paid.
No.
Is it free?
No, it is free.
Okay.
And this is your source code. PostgreSQL, no, DOXYCN Postgres. Let us say I'll open the source code. This is my running database. People from SQL Server, Oracle background, or simply I'll do this. PS-EF grep Postgres. When you see a very big line with -d in between, it means PostgreSQL instance is running in this machine. And this is the main process, and these are all the other background processes. And there is a process called wall writer. This is kind of a person who writes to your transaction logs, right? Every time you make a change to your database, this is the guy who writes that change information to your transaction log. And this guy writes that information to your actual data file. And this guy will ensure that whatever the change you do or whatever the change you committed is carefully written to your disk. So this is the guy who takes care of that. And this is the guy who establishes connections from your application, right? Each of these guys has their own role to play in the architecture. Now what I'll do, I'll come here, I'll go to files, go to the source, go to the backend, Postmaster, I'll open bg writer _ source. This is your source code for your background writer process. This guy. When he should write information to your disk, how often, when he can sleep, all those things are written here. PostgreSQL is written in C. Right? So this, what does this means? Background writer will write information from memory to disk, and then he'll sleep for 200 milliseconds. Then he'll wake up again. He'll continue to write information from memory to disk. It's a continuous process with a sleep time of 200 milliseconds. So this is the official source code of PostgreSQL. Now you change this 200 to 300, save it, compile, and you can sell your own product. You have modified the source code of the product, and then you made a new product out of it, right? You start selling it. I made changes to the PostgreSQL source code so that now it commits information to the disk faster. As an example, just. Right, same with the case of your check pointer process. What check pointer does, let us say, _ source. A little information about the check pointer process, and then your source code, and then each of the source code is associated with the comment. So you can go through this comment. So if you wanted to understand the internals, let us say when I say check pointer process will sleep for 500 seconds every time it writes information to disk or every time it confirms. You challenge me how you are telling this. I'll take you to the source code, not to any textbook. No, it is written in this textbook, so we have to believe no. So that's the advantage of the open source software. You literally see the things happening, whatever the thing it is. And I don't recommend you to go through the source code now. This is for someone who wanted to get into the internals of PostgreSQL.
Okay.
Right? DMF. Remove. 1 second. I have 5 more minutes to share something. Then we can wind up. I'll come here, go to download, Postgres, go to downloads, Linux machine, Red Hat version. I wanted to install version, I wanted to install it in Linux 9, 64-bit architecture, version 18 of Postgres I wanted to install. I got commands, copy, paste. So these are the steps that I need to follow to install PostgreSQL. Right. What is the first step? Provide the location for the software. Done. And then install the software. Software has been installed successfully. Then I will create my first database. I have decided to put my first database in this location, U01. People from SQL Server background, please don't worry. This is kind of, I'm creating a D drive. Now, using a tool called initdb, I will create my first database in that location, PGSQL/18. Database creation completed successfully. I'm starting my database and then I will log into my database. SQL, I logged in successfully. Create table, employee, ID int, salary int, insert into employee value 1, 100. Right? What I have done is I created my first table. Installation, everything completed. 45, 4459 is 45. 1 hour, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Now, -ef grep Postgres. This is the command we use to check if database is running or not. This is the software location. See program files, inside program file software name bin. So these are all the tools. There is a tool called PG Paste Backup. What do you think this tool does? What do you think that tool does? Yes. What do you think this tool does?
Backing up.
Yeah, it'll help you with the backup. So what I'll do, USR PGSQL18 bin PG base backup. I wanted to backup it in this location, PGSQL 181. Then I'll provide a couple of options. -P means show me the progress. Backup completed successfully because it has only one table. Then I'll make only one change. Then I'll start this backup piece. Yes, -ef grep Postgres. How many big lines are there? 1 and 2. So the second one is running on port 5433. So PSQL-P 5432. and then PSQL-P5433. Select star from employee, and then select star from employee. I have not only taken the backup, but also started this backup piece as well. I will repeatedly watch the previously executed command. I will try to insert here employee values 2,200. What does this mean?
The live, what kind of transactions are upcoming or
A replication or replication did you create?
Yeah, we finished the replication in PostgreSQL.
It's not a standby, only replication.
No, it is a standby. Standby running in the same machine.
Okay.
Basically, your standby runs in a different machine, but yeah, here the standby running on the same machine. You can't in PostgreSQL the standby is read only. So if I try to do something like this, delete from employee, it will not work because your standby is in the read only mode. Assume that my primary is bound. Postgres. This is my primary. Where is my primary? Yeah, this is my primary. PGCTL stock -d. Yeah, my primary is gone. I need to bring this up. In PostgreSQL, we call it as PGCTL promote -d U01 PGSQL 181. So it is now promoted. Delete from employee will work. So what we did now, we installed the software, we created our first database, we took the backup, we started the backup, we set up the replication, we did a failover. Behind the scenes, we'll understand it in the classroom going forward. But yeah, all these things, all these activities, we finished it in 5 minutes. Yeah, it will ask for money when you create. Oh no, at the time of creation, it will not ask. After you create your instance, it's a pay per go, something like that. So you start using it, they'll charge you. That's it from my side for today. I will be here for some time now. Yeah, you can ask any questions. Thanks for attending, first of all. Yeah. Any questions?